Hello, how's everybody doing today? We're looking into quite a few days now of lockdown. For me, it's been like 12 days that we've been down, that we've been locked up and voluntarily in a certain way, and we are preventing any of the spread of the contagious to be spreading, right? And this morning it was I don't know if it has happened to you, but this morning I woke up and all of a sudden there was a lot of I don't know if it's angst. I was really probably worried and mostly there was this anger that I had, and then I couldn't even figure out where it was coming from because of this sense of being lost. What do we do now? What's next? What's going on? And it was funny because I felt all this, and yesterday it wasn't like that. Yesterday I was very optimistic, everything was going great, and then all of a sudden this morning, boom, it comes out of nowhere, this feeling of being lost. And although it's very normal to feel it at this time, it's not necessary. I mean, we really don't need to go through this. I got to the point where I do my morning routine, I come down for meditation and prayer, and all of a sudden I couldn't even connect. There was this sense of like the sensations I was having were so strong that I couldn't. So immediately I stopped. I said, this can't continue. So I gave myself a little bit of time, and then did the technique that I learned from Christian Mickelson way back almost 10 years ago, of letting go these feelings, letting go these sensations. And like I said, it's normal, but they're not necessary. We really don't have to keep them. And when I started working through them, the first thing I started working with is the sense of loss, the sense of being lost, not knowing what to do next, or I just, a million thoughts came to mind, and it was just overwhelming. And when I started feeling it in my body, it just felt very strong right here in the stomach. It was like this sensation that I couldn't get rid of. So I just allowed it. I sat there with that sensation for a bit. I just let it take its course, just let it happen. Didn't rush it, didn't reject it or judge it, just accepted the feeling. This is how I was feeling. This is a feeling that we have. Negative feelings are very strong in our bodies, and we can feel them. We know where they're at. And if we give them space and we give them the time to be, they dissipate. They just, you'll notice that they're not going to be there any longer. And as soon as that was cleared, that sensation of being lost was gone, all of a sudden it just hit me right here, right in the neck. It was like this anger. I was really angry. I don't even know what I was angry at. It was maybe at the situation, maybe the frustration of being locked up for 12 days, maybe of what's going on, or all the people that I'm hearing that are struggling and going through different things, wanting to do so much for so many people, and finding that, what could we do? What is it that, I just felt anger. And that's the bottom line. It doesn't really, don't need to find out why or where it's coming from. All we need to know is that it was where I felt it, and I felt it right here. It was like choking me. I felt like screaming. And then once again, I could explain to you how I felt. It was, very like if there was a hand squeezing my throat, And once again, I just let it be. I didn't judge it, didn't worry about where it was coming from. I just let it happen. Let it flow. And it took a little bit more time than the other sensation of being lost. But finally it released. All of a sudden it no longer there. And it was amazing. As soon as that happened, boom, the blindfold was taken off, and I was able to engage, had a tremendous mastermind this morning with people that, two guys that we meet every week for a mastermind, which is incredible because it gives us, focuses us and gets us going to where we want to go. So that was great. I was able to have my prayer time for meditation. it really, when I was done, I was like so much to do, and I had a session with one of my clients that wanted to deliver a session to his team that they've been locked up also for about 10 days, and they're getting anxious. You know, the natives are getting restless, and he asked me to do a presentation for them so I could encourage them and let them know that we can continue, and give them a whole presentation on customer service and what should we be doing right now and how should they be feeling right. And so it was really motivational, and right after that, just the intention of continuing to go, and then saw a couple of other clients, and then I was anxious already to get here and talk a little bit about the whole experience of what we could be going through, or what happens during these times where all these feelings pop up out of us and we don't even realize where they're coming from. But we can get rid of them. I shouldn't say get rid of them, because the whole idea of getting rid of them actually holds them and keeps them there. It's more of freeing them, releasing them, letting them be, and then all of a sudden they just cease and they vanish and they're not there any longer. If you feel like this, and just write to me, and I'll send you either the step-by-step instructions on how to do it, or get a hold of me if it's too strong and you really want to work it through. You know, I love doing the technique and applying it, so just get a hold of me, and I'll schedule you in at some point, and I can help you work through it. It's really, really incredible what happens when you release these feelings, you let them go, they're no longer there, and now opportunity pops up, and everything looks so different. Because what happens is these feelings come up with all these thoughts, and you think, where are these thoughts coming from? And it's just negative thoughts bombarding you, and they're coming from the feeling. They're actually coming from the sensation, physical sensation that you're feeling. And so once they're released, well, now you're free from all these thoughts that are bombarding you. You don't even know where they're coming from, and they prevent you from connecting for yourself, connecting with God, connecting with other people. They're just a stumbling block in front of you. So releasing them is incredible. So get a hold of me, and I'll walk you through. That was in the first time. The reason I connected today, and what I wanted to share with you, is the 3 ways to take back control. Take control of, we feel during these periods of time of uncertainty that we've lost control. And for us, you got to remember that it's very important for us to have that certainty, that those things that are predictable, those things that we know are going to happen, what's next. And when we don't have that, because of the uncertainty of all these situations that we're living right now, it tends to just create this overwhelming feeling that could just stop us, prevent us from what we want to do. And so today what I want to share with you is 3 ways that we can work through that, so that we don't fall into this overwhelm of uncertainty, but take some control back. And the first thing that I want to share with you, number 1, is embrace uncertainty. This is where we're at. And the certainty that you have right now is uncertainty. That is just knowing, accepting, embracing that it's okay not to know what's next, or what's going to happen next week or next month or 3 months down the line. So we embrace that, and that way we're in control. Now we know. We're not anxious because we don't know, but we just embrace it, and then ask ourselves, what gift is enveloped in this situation that I'm feeling right now? Where do I look to find that gift? Because remember that every situation, every problem that we have comes with a seed inside, a seed for the solution in it, a seed that has the purpose of why it's there. And when we embrace the fact that we're in the middle of uncertainty, then we can also find, okay, with what's going on right now, where is the gift? And that's incredible, because that gives us control. Now we know. This is what's amazing. We could frame it in a different way, where we can see this is time to spend with a family. This is time to connect with my people. This is time to go out and find new opportunities. So we start thinking of what's behind, what's the gift, and it's impressive what happens, because now we start feeling this sense of we're back in control. Because behind all this and behind all storm, there's always a new day. There's a brand new sun shining and giving us this whole world of opportunities. And that's what we have to be looking at. That right now we embrace the uncertainty to find the opportunity to see where we're headed. And then all that gives us certainty. You know, things have happened in the past. They've been okay. So things are going to happen again, and they're going to be okay. And that's where we want to go. We want to feel that sense of control so that we're not overwhelmed. Number two is mindset. Where's your mindset? What are you doing? How soon are you dealing with this? Like, same thing I shared you at the beginning of the video is this sensation, these feelings of this angst, this fear, the overwhelm. How are you dealing with it? Because if we're not taking care of it in the right way, we're not going to be as productive. We're not going to be as available. And right now, we need to be, as leaders, as owners of companies, as entrepreneurs, we need to be ready. We need to be up and facing our people and motivating them. I was telling a client this morning, you need to be a coach, you need to be a motivator, you need to be, a psychologist. You need to be converted into all these things, because people are going, through so many things right now. Our clients are, asking questions and being worried, and our vendors and our employees. So we need to be ready. We need to have the right mindset in order to tend to them and be there for them and be strong for them, because if we're not, then we're creating that uncertainty for them. And when they feel uncertain, if we're feeling uncertain, then that just doubles up, and all of a sudden we're all feeling uncomfortable. So work on your mindset. Have that a routine in the morning where you get back to that state where you could really focus and do the things that you need to do. Get rid of those negative feelings that may be hindering you from moving forward. Work towards having a fantastic day. You need to nurture your mind, nurture your mindset. You need to be there for yourself so that you can be there for others. And that's the second one. Don't start the day just rushing into it. Take time for yourself. Take time to stop. Do a break so that you can focus and then work the rest of the day in a very focused, well-intended manner, because that's the intention. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to lose intention early in the morning and then spend the rest of the day lost or not knowing exactly what to do. And the third one is the whole idea of creating opportunity. What opportunity are you going to create today with what you're going through? The whole idea here is that after all this, there's an opportunity that we need to start thinking about. We need to start thinking of creating something out of what we have. And that's going to give us, once again, that sense of control, that sense of we're in charge, because we can choose. We can choose how we feel. We can choose how we talk to others. We can choose how we connect with other people. We can choose what we're going to do with our company. We can choose what we're going to do with our employees. That's our choice. And in that choice, there's opportunity. And when we know that it's our choice and it's therefore our responsibility, then that gives us a sense of control. I don't have to delegate that to anybody. That's mine. And I really want to be able to take a look at every day and see what's the opportunity today. What am I doing today to either grow my company, connect with my employees, connect with my customers? What's the opportunity here? Just had a conversation with one of my clients, and man, they're so close. They're all also locked up in their homes, but they're connecting every day. They're strategizing ways to provide service for the client that has nothing to do with what they normally do. They sell a product, and what they're doing is calling up their customers and saying, hey, we're here for you if you need anything. Let me know what's your problem so that we can solve it. They're creating small courses to help their clients deal with the whole uncertain situations that we're going through. That opportunity to connect with their clients has been incredible for them, because they're sharing their problems, they're sharing their frustrations that they're having with their employees. Some of them are having to let go of their employees and they don't know how to do it. So this company that I work with, they're providing that. They're giving them the help of how to provide that. And it's not that they're coaches or consultants or anything like that. They're just being present for their clients. That's an opportunity. So what are the opportunities that you can create today for your people, for your clients, for your suppliers, for everybody? You know, what are the opportunities that are out there that we can take advantage of so that we don't feel that we're not in control? So these are 3 ways that we can take back control in uncertain times. So make sure you practice them. Make sure that that you comment and let me know how you're dealing with each one of these things. Let me know if you're having any of these feelings or sensations come up for you. Let me know if you want the step-by-step formula on how to release these feelings, and just comment and let me know how you're doing. It's great to be with you again, and we'll see you in the next video.